Is Snake River Farm steak any good? Looks pretty good to me. We're about to find out. Let's get to it. What we're going to be doing is baking up some potatoes. Show you how to do them in a bit. We're also going to make a nice little chimichurri to go over the steak. Got to have chimichurri with steak, right? So with that being said, let's get this steak prepped. Get your steak out. Okay, so pat it dry. With a steak like this, you only really want to just give it a bit of salt. So we're just going to season it with kosher salt. This is coarse kosher salt. Pat that in. It's a decent thickness of steak, so you ain't got to worry about too much salt. Get the coals lit. We'll get the potatoes on the go. Let's go. Okay, so for the potatoes, I'm going to be adding this oil, which is Sabbath. It is really good. It's got rosemary, garlic and basil infused, smoked rapeseed oil. Awesome stuff. So I'm going to get some of that, just a coating on there. Then we're going to get a pinch of salt, kosher salt, and then a big old pinch of pepper. Get them coated. I'm going to grill these hot and fast. I'll probably add a couple of cloves of garlic, chop them in half, just to add a bit more flavour, just to go with that steak, and that's going to be awesome. Cannot wait. See you on the grill, guys. Okay, so we're going to get these potatoes on now. I'm going to have them offset of the heat for the minute, just get them warmed through, and then I'll probably bring it over the coals. But what we're going to do, just going to give them a bit more oil in there. So I'll just give them a little bit of a mix up. As I say, we don't want to burn them just yet, so we're going to cook them through first. So I'm just going to shut the lid, open that vent up, shut that vent down a little bit, just to allow, just to draw the heat across over those potatoes. So I've got the bottom one open, that's just cracked, and that is fully open. So we're going to draw that heat across. Just want to bake them through a little bit first, and then we'll get them over the direct heat and then give them a bit of a crispen them off over the heat. So catch you in a bit, guys. Okay, so for this chimichurri, what we're going to be using is, we've got flat leaf parsley, about half a cup of, half a finely chopped onion. We've got one very small finely chopped bell pepper, 2 cloves of garlic, a tiny bit of thyme, and a small amount of basil. I always go less basil and thyme, way less, because it does overpower otherwise. So what we're going to do, we're going to chuck all that together. Chuck it all in with the onions. Now, when you're making chimichurri, you want the oil to be, basically, you don't want it swimming. So you need a fairly sensible consistency. Today I'm going for this truffle oil from Tubby Tom's. Great stuff, bought it myself. It's awesome. So with that being said, in with the truffle oil. And as I say, you don't want to go crazy. You just want enough to get it to the right consistency where it's not swimming. It's important with chimichurri as well not to add too much garlic. So also what I've got from Tubby Tom's is this stuff. I've been using this lately as well, and it's good. Instead of adding salt, I'm going to add this chimi salt of his. So we're just going to go with a dusting of that. So that was about a tablespoon. Get that mixed in as well. So what we're going to do, I'm going to add just a little bit more oil. And there you have it. That's your chimichurri. Now, I like to leave it for a good couple of hours before you eat it, purely because you've got to let those flavours mingle and get to know each other and get on like a house on fire. It just tastes amazing once it's all blended together. You can add chilli. I don't add chilli to mine, but again, with like most things, you can add or take away a lot of stuff to your flavour preference. So we're going to let that sit on the side. Okay, so it's time to put the steak on. We're going to go hot and fast. I did move them over and start crisping them off, but they are looking good. I chopped up some garlic and added that as well. So in that oil, they're going to be great. So anyway, let's get this steak on. So we're going hot and fast. The only way I like to do steak, and you just keep moving it. Move, move, twist, turn, spin it around. You just can't beat cooking them like that, hot and fast. You want to get a nice crust all over your steak, and that's why you need to keep moving, so you get that all over. And you're going to get the fat rendering down and dripping down, and then that smoke's going to come up and hit that steak. It's going to be awesome. I'm not looking to get any grill marks or anything like that. It is just purely, as I say, just keep moving it around. Twist, turn, twist, turn. Those potatoes are smelling amazing. Get a flare up, move it away. It is a Wagyu steak. It's not an A5 Wagyu, but it is a Wagyu steak, so we are going to get an awful lot of fat dripping down, which will cause it to flare up. Twist, turn, twist, turn. See, that's what you're aiming for. Those fats to be bubbling away. Just move it to one side a minute. Okay, so let's slice this bad boy up. See how we did? Oh, look at that. Perfect pink in the middle. That is going to be amazing. Perfectly cooked. Look at that. It's going to be melting in your mouth. Get that chimichurri. Lay that across. Get those potatoes. And you are good to go. Oh, smelling amazing. Well guys, what can I say? Grilled hot and fast. Is Snake River Farm steak any better than any other steak I've had? To be honest, it looks pretty good, and that marbling was spot on. Let's have a little taste. That is melting your mouth goodness right there, I must say. Yep, can't go wrong there. Like I say, grill your steak hot and fast. Just keep moving it. You saw that. You want that fat dancing. Amazing. Let's try the old potatoes. Oh, spot on. Little crisp on the outer edge. Nice and soft. As I say, we went about half hour, 40 minutes with them. Put it over the coals just to brown that off, just to get it nice and crisp. Took them back off, and as you see, they were just sat to the side while we was grilling that steak. Amazing. Well, with that being said, that is melting your mouth. So the verdict is yes, Snake River Farm steak is really good. Is it the best I've ever had? I've had better, but I will say that is an exceptional steak right there. Don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny. It helps the channel out massively, helps us grow. And until then, I'll see you when I see ya. Cook something exceptional. Cheers, guys. Right, dig in. Come on. Go.